So now, obviously, tremendous life-changing experience, and now then you hit the fast track. I mean, were you prepared for the schedule that you were going to have to keep?
Everyone, we all know going into it what to expect. You know, they brief you on what the travel schedule is like. It's a year-long commitment. You travel 20,000 miles per month. I'm in a different state almost every 3 days, 2 to 3 days. But until you're in the situation, you cannot really fully explain it to someone. So the traveling was an adjustment, and I live out of 2 suitcases and a travel-on bag out of hotel rooms. So it's just logistically an adjustment, but it's been so much fun. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So.
Did they let you keep your miles? Because you could use those.
Yes, I do.
Good. Yeah, that's cool.
That would be really good. That would be really, really good.
Yes, I'll rack in a lot by the end of the year.
So was the experience what you had anticipated? Was there anything about it that was unusual or different than you thought it was going to be?
No, I think it only surpassed our expectations. I think every single contestant bonded in a way that I never expected. The question generally is it catty? Does everyone get along? Mm-hmm. And the way I look at it is, and I think you both can attest, is that there are 53 women in the country who experience this at the same time. And they are the only 53 women in the country who go through that together and with each other at the same time. And so, yes, it is a competition, but at the same time, they are the ones who we turn to lean on to understand those emotions and that stress. So it was, I think, for everyone an incredible experience and life-changing either way. Even though there can only be one person who wins, I think everyone takes away something for positive.
Okay, now, like we have established, we've had a dry spell here in Wisconsin, and usually there's like Miss California or Miss Texas, and I'm just curious as to like the other states. I'm not saying you girls did this, but do you ever kind of sit there and look at the breakdown of the states and go, I got Dakota, man. I can take that.
Oh, yeah.
Tennessee's out. I can do her.
Miss Idaho's got to be coming in going, I got no shot.
Exactly. Oh.
You know what I mean?
No?
See, they're so nice. Kevin, you can't be that way.
I know. I get.
They're nice people.
Well, you know what? A majority of the score for the competition is in a private interview, which we have no idea how each girl competes in that interview. And that is really, I think we all know, where you win it or you lose it. So that being so unknown, it's hard to completely eliminate people.
So
also,
true.
we don't get to see everyone's talents until the night of competition that we're competing in talent.
Oh.
So we don't know, and that's 35% of the score. So there is, naturally, your girls and you're assessing your competition, but there's so much unknown you can't really eliminate girls right off the bat. And Miss Idaho is great. So.
I'm sure she is. I'm just saying. As a state,
Well, people could have said that about Wisconsin too. So
yeah, that's what I said. No.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it is a competition. We all go there with the competitive nature of wanting to win. But at the same time, I think we also know that there is a time to compete and there's a time to socialize and to make friends. And I think we can all say that all of us have made lifelong friends from this experience.
Yes.
So there's a time and place for the competition, and some girls maybe go in it stronger in the competition mindset than others, but I don't think anyone was like, she's off the radar, she's off the radar, because no one knows what the judges are thinking.
No one knows. I'm sure there's some girls that go into it really with their guard up, just being competitive, and they're the ones that leave. If they don't leave as Miss America, they leave with no friends. So they're the ones that lost at the end of the day.
How do you prepare for the interviews? I mean, do they give you a kind of an idea as to what you may be talking about, or is it just completely?
You have no clue.
Yeah, you can.
Really?
They can ask anything.
Yeah, we submit to the judges a resume sheet and then also our platform sheet, so our community service related cause. And they have those two things to go off of, but then it's free game. They can ask you anything political, controversial. They can ask you things that help them learn your personality, your morals, your beliefs, because they want to make sure that that person can go out into her city, her state, or the country and be able to relate to people from all different walks of life, to be able to socialize with people from California to Hawaii to Wisconsin, whatever the case may be, and they really are there to get to know you. And so they ask you controversial topic questions to get to know what your beliefs are, and then also they ask you things that you are prepared about, but you only have 10 minutes, so you don't want to spend time really formulating your answers. So we are all very well prepared going into the interview on any topic to expect.
So those are the interviews that take place that we don't see.
Right. And everyone,
so what about when you're on stage and like somebody asks you, should Miss America declare their political party?
Right.
Right.
Which is what you were asked.
Yeah, and everyone thinks that that's our interview, and everyone thinks, oh, are you so nervous for that question? And I always just laugh and say, we've had our interview
Yeah.
long
That's
before
the
that,
hardest
so
part,
that
yeah.
question is kind of, for us, not
Yeah.
nerve-wracking.
And
I
Miss
would say.
California-
That was more just a test to see how you speak in front of a large group
Okay.
of people under pressure.
So you were asked about the teen modeling,
Yes,
right?
yes, the teen, I think 16 and pregnant, something like that. Coming from a panel of all reality stars, essentially, that
Yeah,
was
right.
very difficult.
And you were asked, Miss Arizona, you were asked about Tim Tebow.
Yeah, I was asked about using fame to push your faith. And I'm actually a huge Tim Tebow fan, so it was really hard for me to not just like drop down and Tebow.
You should have. Oh my gosh, that would have really put up a rating.
That would have been good, though. That would have been really,
I
really
thought
good.
about it, but I
Would've
decided
been
I
good.
should probably be a little more professional.
Okay.
And you were wearing a short skirt or dress.
I was in a
no,
dress.
Were you? Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. That wouldn't have been
Yeah.
appropriate.
That brings up that whole, okay, we got to talk about the swimsuit, because for most women, it's horrifying to go across the stage in your swimsuit.
Sure.
Would be horrifying.
Yeah.
You guys, you've just gotten used to it.
Well, I think, especially for me, is we all work very hard to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So then by the time we get to the point where we're on stage, it's like we're kind of excited to be there, and we're excited to say like, oh, we worked hard, and like we're really proud of ourselves, and it's a chance for us to show our confidence and show that we're comfortable in our own skin.
And also, I think it's a test too to see who can hold themselves with grace and poise and dignity in an uncomfortable situation. Because I have been in, as Miss America, even just in a month, some pretty uncomfortable situations, and I know these girls can agree as well.
Yeah.
And yes, it is. It's a finished product of your hard work and dedication for months and years. Some of these girls prepare, and people think it's a lot of times just women parading on stage in swimsuits and high heels, and that's completely the opposite of what it is. It's our dedication to a lifestyle of living healthy. And at the end of the day, when our country is flourishing in obesity, I don't really think it's that harmful to say we are women who are proud of being healthy and staying fit, and we're showing the finished product of our work.
Why did you look at me when you said obesity?
I did not.
was
But
it? What the
there's
heck?
times that it's definitely uncomfortable. So
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I
yeah.
don't think any of us really like it. I mean, I don't, but